You like it?
It's just, you don't have to worry about anything, have you? It's just, you look like a dog.
Right, you're all good.
Let's do that. Looks like that's there, wasn't it?
It's going to be having it.
She picked the day to move, didn't she?
Oh, absolutely. Here we go. Everyone can see.
Short of one thing. What am I
See.
short of? Sweet on.
What would you want?
Do you?
You got this. You can have this as well.
I got one.
Yeah. All prepared for you. All good to go. Good. Good morning, everyone. Do a little quick intro. Brian, and then what's the time? 8:53. That's right. We've got a bit of time, haven't we? Good morning. I wonder if you can see me this morning. I've gone for the disguise look. I thought it'd be a nice day, nice and bright for me as well. Those that are tuning in, those that know what we're doing, obviously already tuning in. It's gonna be a nice day today. Those that are tuning in that are new to the class, this is my back and active class, all good for designing for lower back problems, upper back, everything for strengthening the core. Good ideal general program as well for toning, strengthening up the muscles. Equipment, don't need much this morning, as every Saturday morning we use this nice, easy, simple equipment. Cushion, good for the folding up, what we're going to do a bit later on, or pillow. If you've got the dumbbells and the kettlebell, they're optional. If you haven't got them, get your cans of beans or jars of food, whatever you may need. And then you need your chair in the background, and you need some kind of step, as Brian has got in the background, doing a bit of skills. Brian couldn't do that since until he started the back class. Yeah.
He's all part of it.
Yeah. So most important thing we're going to need though is the water. Make sure you're hydrating. As it's extremely warm, especially if you're doing it inside. Make sure the windows are open. God, it's warm inside already. Right, you can watch Brian in the background doing his little bit of skills. I've just got to get one item and then I'll be back, ready to go. Oh, and it's here. Perfect.
I'm moving. Start sweating early.
Oh, I tell you.
I went to the club Monday and had a swim.
Yeah, yeah. Was it busy in the club? In the
It wasn't too
swimming
bad,
pool?
and but what I forgot was I hadn't swum since the beginning of March.
Yeah.
And what you forget is your breathing muscles.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
When you swim, you breathe in very deep.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next morning and I couldn't breathe deep
Right.
because those muscles that are overstretched.
Yeah.
And you forget it's muscles you don't normally use.
No, that's it. Yeah.
In fact, the golf swing though.
Where'd you go golf? Same place?
Tuesday I was Three Rivers. Thursday we was Mardyke, which is Ockenden, and it's you're baked. You know,
Yeah.
it was
No cover.
very impressive.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Kept the greens nice and green.
Well, all the fairways are dry, so your drives go for
Bosh,
miles.
bosh, yeah.
Yeah, but the greens were lovely.
Nice and lush.
Really nice.
Right, so the iPad decides to turn off. That's typical. It's alright though, we've got 3 minutes left. All we got for numbers this morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Janet. Good. Gonna be a nice, beautiful day. Alright, let's get this back on again. Yay. 1st of August.
Where did he go?
Yep. After this month, everyone will be going, right,
Christmas.
on to Christmas, great.
Lockdown Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be great. You can't go shopping, everything's online. All these fans everywhere, going offloading stuff. Alright, so just tuning in, we've got last couple of minutes before we start. Just a quick rundown again. Just need a cushion or pillow if you haven't got anything like a squidgy ball. You can see in the background, I've got one on the floor. Optional items are your dumbbells and your kettlebells. Need your drink for hydration. Also, you've got your chair for what we do your sit to stands. And last but not least, a step. So you need some kind of step. And Brian's improvised with a nice little step there. Perfect. Okay, so Brian's just getting going in the background. We're going to go in 1.5 minutes. Just make sure everyone else is tuning in. Good, 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 good. Numbers are coming up now. Perfect. Don't forget to say good morning, so I know you're here in the class.
Yeah, so important today, isn't it?
So I've had a whole week at Kingswood, back doing my clients. Brian's been there. I must admit, a lot of people is very, very quiet, which is great. It's fantastic. So those that are a little bit worried at the moment, I wouldn't be. So it's so quiet. It's perfect. You can get on the treadmills, bikes. It's so open as well. Everyone's got their own individual spaces. I think because of the 6-week holidays as well, with the 6-week holidays being at the moment, the mums aren't around, so the kids aren't really coming in as well. It's really good, really good. I've enjoyed my first week back. As I said, every person I've trained said they're very impressed with the outcome, with the layout as well, and they feel really relaxed, and that's the main idea. So yeah, if you're a little bit afraid, don't be. Obviously with Boris and last night, he's changing his mind yet again with what's going on.
So he should. If the evidence changes,
Yeah,
he has to change.
exactly. So it would more likely be the gyms yet again be shut down, possibly. But we go with the flow.
We'll cope.
Exactly. Right, 9 o'clock. We are ready to go. Today, Ethan earlier picked out an exercise, what we're going to start off with. And you'll be pleased to know he's going to start off with step-ups this morning.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with step-ups. But before we do, we're going to do a nice little warm-up. Yeah, you can have this one, Brian. Nice, easy, light one. Warm up, get our whole body going. Then we're coming to doing our little circuit. 13 stations, 13 exercises, 45 seconds of workout, 30 seconds rest, and then we move on to the next one. That will be step ups for the first one, so make sure you've got everything set ready to go for that. But off we go. So let's get our warm up going. Those that are just tuning in, I'm not sure if you can see me this morning. Well, I've come for a nice disguised background top.
In case you're missing.
Yeah, in case you missed me, yeah. I thought I'd go with what the weather's showing us today. Okay, so let's get these arms up then, stretch up, round and down. It's good. Last one. Relax your arms, good. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears, back, round and down. Nice circular motion. That's the one. Good. See if you get the shoulders working and not the arms coming out. So try and get the shoulders working. Good. And change direction. It's good. Good. I bet there's a few of you watching this morning felt really uncomfortable sleeping last night. Very warm. Good. And relax. Good. Okay. Just get the knees up a little bit more. Good. and then let's work from our chin. So we're working through the necks, chin towards the chest, rolling across, bring it back down again, changing over to the other side. Oh, I've got a click there myself.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Good. Changing over. So we're just mobilising the upper body for a minute. Working our way from up to down. Good. Last one. Good. And shake it off. Good. Okay, elbows together, draw our chin towards the chest. As we open up our head nice and tall, bring our necks nice and high. Good, so chin down and look up nice and high. So we're getting a good stretch across the chest. Opening up the chest. There we go. Good. Last one. Good, and shake it off. Good. Okay, let's get these knees pumping up a little bit higher. Get the arms pumping. Let's go into heel digs and bicep curls. So just plant your heel in towards the ground, keeping the arms going into bicep curls. Good. Good. And change into chest. So chest. Good. And then into shoulders. Good. Keep reaching up nice and tall. And ease it back down. Good. Sweating yet, Brian? No, it's alright, it's all good.
Still good.
Good. Feet hip width apart, just coming over, stretching into the side bends, changing. Good. Just moving from side to side. Good. Nice and sequin, nice behind run, I can see. That's the one. Good, last one. Over. And stretch it out. Good, excellent. Good. Okay, we're going to go into the hamstrings. So coming through, to scoop along the floor, keep our chest up high, triple tap with our feet. So we're changing over the sides. Good. Start just nice and easy, so you can feel the hamstrings. Good. As you're progressing each side, see if you can just stretch it out a little bit more. But again, keep that chest up high. Good. And shake the legs off. Good. Good. Okay, we're going to go into the first pulse raiser, so increasing the blood flow this time.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. Might as well get hot, hey bro. Okay, we go for 15 seconds. We go 3, 2, 1, off we go. So just pumping through, either fast-paced march or slow jog. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Shake everything off. Good. Nice deep breaths in for our nose, out through your mouth. Whew. All that sun.
Yeah, the breeze is gone.
Breeze is definitely gone, yeah. Okay. We're going to do that one more time. Let's increase the intensity that little bit more. Okay, we go 3, 2, 1, off we go. So just up that pace. Can you just draw the knees up a little bit higher to your chest? Can you get the arms pumping a little bit more? Good, just pumping through. 5 seconds left. And ease it off. Well done. Nice deep breath in for your nose and out for your mouth. Good. Okay, so we're going to finish off on this one this time. We're going to go down into the squat, up into arm sweep, nice and tall. So I thought this could be a nice one just to get us going, ready for action. Just stretching up nice and tall. Good. Can you come up onto your big toe? Stretch. Last one. Stretch. Good. Excellent. Have a quick drink. We go in, let's go in 45 seconds, okay? So get yourselves set, ready to go.
There's a bit of shake there, isn't there?
There's a little bit, isn't there? Not much. Okay, so we are, just to go through it again, everyone should have their equipment. Make sure you have a quick drink. And what we're going to do first is step ups. So make sure wherever you need to be, get your equipment, get ready to go. We're going to start with step ups this morning. Okay.
Just started.
What's that? The sweat?
No, it's not.
No? The hat's...
Sucks it all up.
Yeah, it's all in the hat. Okay. Everyone ready? Set to go? So with the step ups, make sure we lead. Let's all lead off together with our right leg. We'll go right leg first, I think, Ryan, this morning. Okay. We go 3, 2, 1. Off we go. There's that whistle. So with the step ups, as you can see with Brian, we're looking to try and focus, keeping everything pulled in nice and tight in through the tummy. The pelvis is nice and square on. So if you've got a bucket of water, trying to keep that water all in that bucket there. So this is going up and down, no splashing. So what we're doing by keeping the bucket water there, we're activating the right muscle groups coming in through your pelvic floor. That's good. Let's keep that going. Good. We've got 5 seconds coming up.
5 seconds until
There we go. Good. Perfect. Back on the floor for the first floor exercise this morning is ab crunches. So we're coming into ab crunch. Okay. So that's from the front view from Brian. He's going to go with both legs into right angles, dropping one leg down at a time. So if you bring, are you doing ab crunches or dropping one leg down at a time, Brian?
One leg down. So
Yeah,
let's go
perfect.
that
That's fine. Okay, with that one, bring arms down by your side. That's it. So off we go. As you can see, we call these toe taps. So the toes just coming down, just gently touching the floor. Then we're activating the right muscles, which is your TVA, pelvic floor, coming back up. So the thing you're focusing on is making sure as you're dropping that leg down, the tummy muscles are nice and flat. We're not doming them, we're not making them nice and bloated. Just keeping the tummy muscles nice and flat. So working one foot down at a time. Good. That's good, Brian. Don't forget your breathing. Good. Perfect. Into press ups next. Press ups, Brian.
Love them.
Okay, so Brian, what are you doing? Full press up?
I think as it's so hot, it'd be wise to go 3/4.
Yeah, it's fine. So I'll do box one. So make sure you're in the box, knees underneath your pelvis. Your thumbs are in line with the chest. That applies to if you do full, heart, 3/4 or box. So thumbs always in line with chest. You take it in, Ethan. Good.
Feet down or right?
Feet down. So we're going to go feet down in this one. Good. Even still, fine. You could come down and drop your pelvis a little bit lower. That's it. Perfect. There we go. That's good.
Dad, the boys are right at the door.
Okay. So, box press up, it's as you're coming down. Always use your upper back. And that applies for all methods of press ups. Use the upper back, not the lower back. Upper back, use your upper body. Push back up again. Excellent. Well done. Up into standing, into upright rows.
Oh, got a proper one this time.
Yeah. I tip-X that, so it was a 10. I tip-X that into an 8. Okay, so this is where you use your cans of beans, if you've got them, or any jars, cans of food, jars, and then or you can use your kettlebell, which Brian is using now. So feet hip width apart, bend your knees, row it underneath the chin, then ease it back down.
That's out, up.
Yeah, so bring it out to come up, that's it. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. Good. That's your golf swing, that, isn't it? Your golf swing stance.
Yeah, that's there.
Yeah. That's automatic. Your brain's gone into that straight
Yeah.
away. Good. So where Brian is into his golf, he's gone straight into his golf swing stance, which is his feet a little bit wider, which in golf is what you're meant to do, but in exercise to activate the right muscles,
5
you
seconds
need to have
until
your
we
feet
cover.
underneath your knees underneath your hips. Perfect. So that is the upright row. We're coming out of that, going into the wood chop. So with the wood chop, you can use your pillow on this one. That's what that's for. Folding up or using the chi ball. So you're only squeezing 25%. We're going, where are you going from, Brian? Right to
Right.
left?
That's it, yeah.
Yep. So we're going from right down to
5
left.
seconds until we're.
So that's it. So as you can see from Brian, it's not going any further than his left knee. He stops at the left knee, comes up. As he drives up, you should feel all the tummy muscles being squeezed in and up at the same time. That's good. So with that extra 25% squeeze for the chi ball, you're activating again the big core muscle groups. We're trying to get them awake this morning, get them activating, get them working. Good. And that's how, by doing that 25%, that's all you need.
5 seconds until we
If you
cover.
squeeze too hard, we're activating the wrong muscle groups. Good, perfect. So in the second round, we do the other way. So that was the wood chop. We are going into squats next one. So again, feet hip width apart. I can imagine you bringing a golf club in one day. Or putt, that's your putting, yeah. Okay, so feet always go
5
hip width
seconds
apart.
until we're.
Toes are pointing straight, bend your knees. As we're coming down, all the weight comes into the heels, and then as we're coming up, we're driving all the weight in towards your tummy. Good. Good. So Brian knows this, and you probably all know this, those that are tuning in week in, week out. You can tell by Brian, by his toes, so they really want to activate. So we're going to try and keep them as flat as we can. This can be done, if Brian allows me.
Yeah.
I've got a hammer and nail. So what you do, you activate, you push them down. That sends the messages up to the brain,
5 seconds until we cover.
and then when you let go, it does it automatic. There we go. Perfect.
I think you're trying to force yourself on your heels.
Yeah.
And that has the effect of
Doing the old
bringing your toes up.
I agree. Yeah. Right. So we've gone from squats, moving round onto the floor, bridge.
Bridge.
You're doing a holding and moving.
I'm going to do the peeling off.
5
Yep,
seconds
okay, so
until
Brian's going to do the peeling off. So feet hip width apart. Good. So from there, we're looking from the tailbone, lifting up.
Oh, gone.
Yeah, sorry, Brian. Yeah, so this is the tailbone from here, lifting one vertebrae up at a time. Not coming up too high, so as soon as you come up onto your shoulder blades, you're stopping. So what we're trying to do is activate and mobilise the lower back.
Can't really feel that.
Trying to really release each vertebrae at a time.
Is that twisty at the start?
Yeah.
There.
So just visualise the movement. Can you feel your knees
5 seconds
bowing in
until
and
we
out
cover.
as you're coming up and down? If you do, try and keep your knees as still as you can. Okay. So we're going to, Brian done the right there, to be fair. That was
Okay.
good. We're going to come round onto your front into back extensions. Next one. So back extensions, next one. Okay, so arms in a nice U-shaped position. Shoulder blades are nice and relaxed. As we're lifting the chest off the ground, your glutes. You need to deactivate the glute muscles. That's it. So just ever so slightly, Brian. That's it. There we go. So you'll notice that the movement's very, very small. It's small for a reason. The higher up you go, the more the other bigger muscle groups want to get involved. So we just want to work the lower back muscles.
Dad, is the emphasis, are we pushing on our hands or not?
Try not to.
Try not to.
No.
Oh,
So
that's different.
the movement should be coming from the neck and chest, but when with the neck you're not tilting your chin backwards.
So isolate your hands.
Yeah.
That's much different.
5 seconds
Such a
until
small
recover.
movement.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
think
perfect.
The tendency is to try and push with your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah, you're right. It's common. So from back extensions into sit to stands. So this is where you need your chair. I've sanded down a little bit more.
You have. Definitely,
See,
definitely
but
a little bit more.
Or you're getting taller, one of the two. So again, we're going feet hip width apart. So a little bit closer again. As you can see from Brian, a sit to stand is literally, so you should feel your glutes touching that chair, stop, push back off again. So just squeezing back up. Good. So again, another thing with Brian is where he's transferring his weight into his heels, his toes want to come up. So we're trying to really deactivate the toes. Good. So bringing your toes up, sometimes you'll find that there's a tightness in here, along your shin bone,
Yeah.
which is your tibialis anterior, and that is part of the where your feet are flat, puts a lot of pressure up in here.
That's harder than normal.
Yeah. So sits to stands. Plank next one.
Ugh.
Good. So with a plank, you can do 3/4 against the wall, or we'll do a full plank. What are you doing, Brian?
Full.
Full. Perfect. So Brian's on a full one.
5
I'll show
seconds
you a
until
3/4 one this morning. So you're down on your elbows. Don't interlock your hands. So palms down flat. With a 3/4, you drop. It's like you're dropping your pelvis along the floor, but pulling in nice and tight for your belly button. So the most important thing in this exercise is your breathing. So it's in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you're breathing out, you need to still focus in through your tummy. So as you breathe out, don't let your tummy just relax. We've got to keep focusing, pulling in nice and tight, so belly button towards your spine. Keep your breathing nice and controlled. Start struggling coming from a full, go down to a 3/4, which I was just showing you.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. Perfect. So that's the plank done. Lunges, next one. So with the lunges, you have one foot in front of the other. Back heel will come off the ground. You're going to keep your front leg and your back leg down into right angles. So Brian's going with the right leg, we'll go with the right leg. As we come down, what you want to focus on is keeping that bucket water nice and still, don't spill it. So if I'm going down like that, look at my back, it's going to spill everything. So back nice and tall, coming down, squeezing back up. Again, it's all nice, slow and controlled movements. So my head's up, my chest is up, I've got 2 planes of glass either side of me. I'm focusing on my breathing. So I'm breathing out as I come down, breathing in on the way back up. Breathing out, breathe in. Look at the movement, slow, controlled. We're activating all the right muscle groups. We're not putting no pressure on the lower back. Why? Because our chest is up high. Good, keep it going. It's good, 5 seconds left.
5 seconds until recover.
Perfect. Lunge done. Right, brains. Now thinking what we've got to do next is your lat raises. Oh, Superman.
Superman.
Superman. Don't forget the Superman.
Back on the floor.
Back on the floor, yeah. So with the Superman, wrists go under your shoulders if you can. Knees go under your hips.
5 seconds
Knees are hip
until
width
work.
apart. gonna focus right arm first, Brian.
Yep.
So right arm followed by the left leg. Good. So the emphasis on this one is as you imagine being stretched with your arm and leg from one end of the room to the other. At the same time, you're holding that glass of water on the pelvis. So I could be nasty. I've got this bottle here. There we go. Just got to concentrate. Keep that water on there all the time. 10 seconds left, Brian.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. And then you slowly come back in without that water dropping again, Brian. There we go. Perfect. Second round, I'm going to take the lid off. He hopes that I drink enough. Okay, so next one is lat raises. Don't know why I come down. So lat raises, feet hip width apart, bend your knees slightly, elbows slightly soft as well, bent.
5 seconds.
Wrists come in line with the shoulders, so we're not coming any higher. So from there, not coming up to that position, wrists in line with the shoulders, back down. So that's all you got to do. As soon as we go into that position, everything from the lower back is now activated. So just wrist in line with the shoulders. As we're coming up, we're breathing out.
Oh, wrong way.
So breathing out, then breathing in on the way down. Feet a little bit closer together, Brian. Good. So you can see by Brian's t-shirt, as he's lifting, you can see it rising up slightly, which is exactly what we're looking for. So we're looking for the tummy muscles to come in and up all in one go. I'll tell you what, that cloud's nice.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so that is round one of Danny's Back and Active class this morning. Have a quick breather. I'm sure I haven't forgot anything. I know Cheryl, you'll let me know. That, by the way, that's a good thing, Cheryl. So have a quick drink. What we got, numbers not too bad this morning.
Not so much gin in here today. Just a little bit.
That's good. You don't want no ice cubes in there then?
Quite surprising, isn't it?
This is a nice little sun trap now in here. Especially this. Once that gets like yesterday. It's-
South over there.
No. Oh, the sun rises from there and goes round, finishes
That's exactly.
just above the trees.
That's exactly how I have it.
Yeah,
So you must be pretty much facing the Thames
yeah.
at the front.
I'll never know. People say I'm a south or north facer, I've got no idea.
No, you're pretty much the same as me.
Yeah,
If you think of where the Thames is,
yeah,
well, that runs east to west.
right,
So if it's over there, south.
south, yeah. Right, everyone ready to go? Round two. Okay, so let me get this set up. We're doing step ups, which is the opposite leading leg. Right, that doesn't mean go, by the way. Okay, so you ready, Brian?
Yeah.
Left leg. We're gonna go into our step ups. When you hear the whistle, here we go. So into our step ups. In fact, you was gonna lead with your left, wasn't you, Brian?
I'm left-footed, so
Yeah,
naturally I'd go for that.
yeah. So where Brian's hands are now situated, he's feeling around the pelvic floor area, TVA muscles. He's feeling, making sure the tummy muscles aren't being bloating. So he's making sure they're feeling nice and tight, pulled in, continuing the breathing at the same time. So he's drawing that belly button towards that spine. Keeping that bucket of water as well.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. Perfect.
One more.
One more for luck. So there's his step ups. I always forget the next one after this.
Didn't
So
do-
we're going into ab crunches
Oh yeah, yeah.
onto the back.
Yeah.
So we're all on our back into ab crunches this time. Brian's again going to do the drop down one, which is what we call toe taps.
5 seconds until burn.
So I'll show you from a different angle. So shoulders relaxed, pull your shoulders away from the ears, neck nice and long, and then just going to drop 1 foot down at a time. So if we're doing that, we're making sure that our tummy muscles are not bloating. Keep them down nice and flat. That's good. Cool, I feel that sun just beaming on that face.
Yeah, it's just suddenly got strong, isn't it?
5 seconds until recover.
Here we go. Good. Ab crunch is complete. Roll over onto our fronts. Into the press ups. So again, anyone that's new this morning, press ups. You can do 3 variations: box, 3/4, full.
That's too hot for full.
Yeah. So I'm going to do the box one again for those that want to begin. So knees underneath the
5
pelvis.
seconds until work.
Hands go wide, so your thumbs come in line with the chest. As we go down, use the upper back to launch up. So really use the upper back, upper back, upper back, upper back. Don't use your lower back. So pushing up. So breathe out as we go down. Breathing in on the way up. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Just keep concentrating. Using the upper back muscles all the time. That's good, bro.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. There we go. Press ups are completed this morning. We are coming. Yeah, that's right. You're up. We're going to go upright rows. So, food cans, jars again if you need it. If not, kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever you've got. Just remember, if you're using a dumbbell, best thing to do is hold it like that, round, and then you can roll it
5
up
seconds until
underneath
work.
you, then back down. Good. Do you know, it's so vital that the feet are bang on where you should be. So if you have your stance a little bit wider, as I say, that's a nice wide stance. A lot of people do that. Why? Because they feel comfortable. They feel in a balanced position. Is it right, activating the right muscle groups? Is it activating your pelvic floor? Slightly. I haven't got a clue how much percentage, but bringing your feet in under here, whole different ball game. So as you're rowing up, everything's working 100%. So make sure you've got your feet underneath your pelvis all times.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. Get them elbows high. There we go. Upright rows complete. We are going in. It's got to be from upright rows to wood chop. So with the wood chop, we do the opposite way, which will be left to right. So you're coming down onto your right leg. Nice 25% squeeze again with the ball. We'll
5
activate the,
seconds until work.
the pelvic floor. So we're coming down to the right side, coming up to the left. See, that does me, right? You can see yourself in the phone and the laptop. Now in that one, it's showing me with my arms going one way. In that one, it's showing me the arms going the other way.
Your laptop's reversed, is it?
It must be something, yeah.
You can change that.
Yeah. So, with what Brian's doing there is absolutely bang on. Just coming down to that knee, pushing back up again. Keeping all that water in that pelvis. So it's not twisting, we're not twisting. None of the exercises we're doing is twisting.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. There we go. Excellent, dog. Okay, so we are going from wood chop to squats. Bearing in mind, in the class, we would be doing a roll out as well, rather than the wood chop. But there's no Swiss ball, so taking all the
No,
Swiss
it's a
balls.
shame. I like that one. Yeah, on your knees on the Swiss ball, yeah.
Okay, so squats, feet hip width apart. Can use your arms as a bit of a balance tool. So coming down into the heels, using tummy muscles on the way up. So really drive up using the tummy muscles. Down, drive. Down, and then drive. Good. Not bad, Brian. Feet, toes are still coming up, but they're getting slightly better. There we go.
I'll probably try and go too far back. Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, they say in a squat that your pelvis can come down into the same alignment
5
as the knee.
seconds until recover.
Now, in weight training,
Good knees
strength
for that.
training, you'll go even lower. I won't go into argument on here about that, but I don't see the point. I've got no idea what the point is of
But
going
if you've
lower.
got dodgy knees as well, which
Oh.
a lot of people have, I haven't,
Yeah,
but you're going to struggle with that.
absolutely. So we've gone from squats down onto the floor into pelvic bridge, right? So pelvic bridge, next one, it's on the ground. Make sure your shoulders are away from the ears.
Until work.
So neck nice and long. Get that movement, nice length in through the spine. And as you can see through Brian, it's working one vertebrae up and then coming back down. On here, those that can doing the exercise and watching at the same time, if I draw a line, you notice that Brian's right leg is further behind than the left. So we'll have to recorrect that. There. You feel a bit twisted there, don't you?
Yes, because that leg's shorter.
Yeah.
But you've got to keep the pelvis
5
straight.
seconds until recover.
As best as you can, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're going to roll over onto our fronts. On our front this time, we're going to do a back extension. So with the back extension, arms out into a U-shaped position.
Toes out.
Toes out, yeah, we do toes out. Good. So shoulder blades are nice and relaxed. Good.
5
Look at that
seconds
time,
until
won't you?
work.
Blast off.
Okay, just bring your feet in a bit closer. That's it, perfect, perfect. Good, so arms are nice U-shaped position. Shoulder blades are nice and relaxed before we start, so we don't want to be all hunched up. So from there, neck is nice and long, shoulders away from the ears as we're lifting. The movement is so minimal. So as we're lifting, making sure that these glute muscles don't work.
I've got the ears down, I've been pushing up with my hands.
Yeah, well,
Shows you that.
yeah. So what Brian's saying is when he's in that position now, he's been using the arms to push off to work the lower
5
back,
seconds until recover.
which is a common thing. So from there, you're not using your arms, your palms to use your body weight to come through. You're using just the chest to launch up, so that will activate all the major lower back muscles. So from, yeah, sit to stand. So you know that one, Brian? don't you?
Sit to
No,
stand.
yeah, perfect. So with a sit to stand, feet goes hip width apart. You're going to have the pillow cushion.
5 seconds until work.
The pillow cushion, squeeze it together, 25% squeeze. That activates the right muscle groups. So again, Brian, you're going to focus on just touching your glutes onto that chair. As you're coming up, you should feel all your tummy muscles being squeezed in and up at the same time. Quite a bit towards this one, this exercise, what you've got to try and work out. So with Brian, his weakness on this one, the lower he goes, you can see the more the toes want to creep up. So I could turn around and say, well, he's got the movement, he's got the mobility to be able to do this sit to stand, but maybe, there we go. Now he's got his toes.
Until recover.
He activated his toes, not coming up as much. There we go. Perfecto. We have to do the rest of them now. Another 45 seconds.
Detention.
Yeah, exactly. Sit to stands, we're going to plank. So plank position you can do against the wall. You can do against on the floor, which is going to be 3/4 plank or full plank. So with the planks, make sure your hands are down flat like this, not like that. Okay, so nice and flat. So from now, as you can see from Brian, it's a static movement, isometric movement. So we're trying to release the tension from the shoulder blades, but at the same time putting the belly button in towards your spine. In doing so, Brian's now concentrating on his breathing. So he's in through your nose, out through your mouth continuously. That's good, Brian. So telltale signs for me would be when you're tired, you'll see that your glutes or your back will start arching up in the air. That's when you will go down to a 3/4. So if you're already in a 3/4 and you're still doing it, then you need to come out and relax. Perfect. So each exercise is 45 seconds. We're moving on again. No, not quite. We are going into lunges. So we're working left leg this time. So round one was right leg, second round left leg. So we're going to get ourselves into a position where the hands can come just touching onto the pelvis
5
again.
seconds until word.
Your back, you've got now 2 planes of glass either side. One was off. So there's your 2 planes of glass. Chest is up high. Perfect, look at that. It's as slow as been taught this before. Good.
The panes of glass is a good analogy. It really is.
It is, it helps.
Yeah. And they're hot.
Yeah. Good. So again, we're trying to keep all that water in the pelvis. As you're coming down into a lunge, we're trying to keep that water in.
5 seconds until recover.
Nearly there. Perfect. Well done, Brian. Just shake your legs out as you come out. Well done. Okay, Superman. So it'll be left arm.
You laid that cap on the bottle.
Oh right, yeah, that's true. Yeah, Brian just reminded me actually. Do I undo the lid, put it on Brian? It is a hot day. I'm sure he won't
5
mind.
seconds until word.
So with the Superman, wrists underneath the shoulders. So we're going left arm, right leg. So if that water was going onto the lower back, it's got now focus. There's the water, no attachments, no string. The lid is on this morning. Ah, there we go. Did you see that drop?
Wild.
You failed, yeah.
That's because my hip dropped, I think.
Yeah. So really focusing, stretching that arm, stretching that leg from one end of the room to the other, putting that belly button in nice and tight. You can see the water's just hanging in there.
5 seconds until recover.
Good job, add the lid on. Here we go, nice and gently coming back. Perfect. Okay, so Superman's now finished. We're coming up into standing position. Finish off with lat raises. Okay, so lat raises, use your dumbbells, use your cans of foods. If you haven't got dumbbells, do not use kettlebells. I saw someone do this the other day. They're doing lat raises with kettlebells. It's far too, it's the wrong hand grip for the wrists. So always use dumbbells.
Up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So knees are slightly bent, feet are hip width apart as we're coming up, slight bend in the elbows. Feel all your tummy muscles coming in and up at the same time. Good. So those that are watching, we are towards the end at the moment of the circuit. This is designed for back care and general well-being, strengthening up the core muscle groups.
5 seconds until recover.
Good. Keep that chest up high, Brian. Perfect. Well done. Well done, guys. That's the second round completed. Have a quick drink, and we'll then go straight into doing some stretching at the end. Major stretching for the lower back problems we get. Okay.
5 seconds.
No, we're not doing that no more.
Timer paused.
Okay, so once you had your quick drink, find yourself onto the floor. So once we're on the floor, have your knees bent, palms are up, so out wide. So you could find some people have their arms a little bit down closer. So Brian, if you were to give me a demo, you'll find where Brian's arms are there are too far down. So to so to really activate and get the best stretch as possible for this exercise, you've got to have your arms, your palms up and in line with the shoulders outwards, like that. So from there, Brian's just rocking from side to side, get a nice mobility movement in through the spine. Good. So just going nice and slow, in your own time. Good. Just have a double check, make sure what your palms are doing again. Are they up or are they down? Keep them up. Stops you from pushing down into the ground. Good. And stop there, Brian. Well done. So this time, Brian's going to have his right leg out flat on the ground. He's going to put his left foot on his right knee. And then using the right arm to pull that knee down and across. So the opposite arm, which is his left, can you see is still up. Still in line with the shoulder. Palm is up. So we're really getting a good stretch along the back. Now concentrate on the breathing. So breathing's a big tool on this one. So what you need to do as you're breathing in and then breathing out, can you just push down on that knee a little bit more? If that's too much, ease off. Good. So the breathing will help relax the muscles. Therefore you can just push down that little bit more. And ease out, Brian. Good. Changing over sides. So use your left arm, pull the knee across, your right knee. Do you get any clicks on this one at all, Brian?
Any what?
Clicks.
No, funny enough.
Yeah. Quite common. People get clicks on this.
Whereabouts in the hip?
No, through the spine.
Oh, no.
It's like a build-up of, they call it gas within the synovial joints.
I'll see a chiropractor every fortnight, so she
Oh,
probably
right.
gets rid of it.
Yeah. See, they've got a chart, and they're chiropractors, where they put ticks and see how many clicks they get in a day. Good. And ease back out the stretch. Well done. This time you draw both knees in towards your chest. As you draw them in, using your arms, relax the neck, relax your shoulders, relax the whole back. Just let it feel like you're melting along the floor. And then from there, go round into a circular motion with your knees. Do half a dozen one way, then change and do half a dozen the other way. Good. So it's a great stretch for the lower back again. Once you've done half a dozen one way, half a dozen the other, you're then going to come up, spin yourself round into a kneeling position. We're going to go into child pose. So child pose is, you always start with your glutes coming towards your heels first. Then you bring your elbows down onto the floor, use your arms just to stretch out that little bit more. So you feel the stretch right through the back. Don't worry if you can't get your glutes on towards your heels, it's not a problem. There is other ways of doing that, but without me being around, we won't be able to get that stretch for today. Good. And then you're going to come out of that position. You're going to come into an all-four position, so wrists underneath the shoulders, and then from there, you're going to go into what we call a cat-cow. So from the side view, so Brian's doing it from the front, from the side view, you draw your chin towards your chest, arch the upper back like a cat. As you drop down, bring your head and then just drop the lower back towards the ground. So you get a nice little dip in here. Imagine it's raining, you're collecting water in the lower back. So draw your chin in, and then as you come up, rotating, bring your head up, and then collecting the water in the lower back. So once you've done 3 or 4 each way, it's all done in your time, nice and slow. You'll then go slowly back into a child pose. So you bring your glutes towards your heels again. This time, elbows down, and then can you stretch out a little bit more? There we go. That's the second round of the child pose. You're going to come round into the seated position, Brian. Yeah, then we're going to go into the glutes. So right leg out flat, bring your left leg across, draw that left knee towards your chest, then look over your right shoulder. Left shoulder then. Left shoulder, left shoulder. So whatever knee you bring in, you look over that side. Some people do this one, which is no problem at all. So they like that, they put it in, and then they have this hand behind them.
Almost stretch.
Yeah. Yeah. So people will do that purely for the fact, as Brian was saying, if they've gone to see a physio, sports therapist, or anyone, osteopath, chiropractor, they show them different variation of stretches to do. But this one's good to do. Good, and then come out the stretch, changing over to the other side. Draw that knee in towards your chest.
Oh, that's the one. God.
Good, and then just looking over your right shoulder.
Barely felt anything the other side. This side, wow.
Yeah. It's a tight side.
Very tight.
Good. So we're just coming towards the end of the workout this morning. Good. So as you're stretching again with the breathing, you're releasing the tension in the muscle, which is allowing you just to stretch that little bit more. Good. And then coming out of that, Brian, up into standing position. Just to finish off with, we're going to go into the hamstrings. So right leg comes out in front. Put the pressure on the left leg. Good. So we're going to draw that chest up high. Put the pressure always on the bent leg. So if you can't feel it, stick your bum back a little bit more. Draw that chest up. You should feel that screaming around the back. How long should we hold it for? Between 10 and 15 seconds. Because it's at the end of the session, we're holding it for 15. Good. Come out, Brian, shake it off. Change over to the other side. I actually got cramp last night.
Oh, it's the worst.
Back of the leg. It's all that kicking footballs in the heat. Doesn't help. And not stretching at the end.
Well, you should. It's
Should.
like after half an hour, should.
Yeah,
Who does?
Yeah, it's
You've
so
got to be
hot
very
it's just
disciplined.
Yeah. Good. And then coming out the stretch, shake it off. Give yourself all clap. Well done for today. So just a recap for those that are watching that new. We've done our warm up. We've done our 2 rounds of 13 different home training exercises with bare equipment. So we don't need much equipment. And then we finished off doing the stretches for the lower back, glutes and hamstrings. So hopefully everyone's enjoyed that this morning. I think Brian has. I think Brian's sweating as well.
Massively.
Just to give you a quick recap again for anyone that's new. I know all gyms are open, but rather than taking people into my class, which I'm doing at the club normally, we're doing it at home. So I'm still doing home training, home class. So we are going to be doing that class for the whole of August. Then we review it in September. Who knows what Boris is going to do next?
I used
Who
to
knows?
run every day.
Right, anyway, have a good
5K,
weekend.
lunchtime.
Enjoy yourselves,
One knee.
and we'll see you next Saturday. For those that I see you during the week, I'll see you at the gym. Thank you.
So then
Bye
I
bye.
cycled from, I'm just outside of the golf course, so I cycled from there to Dunton every day.
Oh,
I did, at the time, 4 years ago.